Hi friends, welcome back to my Cozy Crafty Cabin. So it is day 8 of my Halloween in June crafty series, and today I'm going to show you how to make these adorable envelope covers to store these 3x3 sticky notes inside. And I made it so that it's a refillable pocket, so you can reuse these and replace them with new sticky notes whenever you run out. So I'm using sticky notes that I purchased from Dollar Tree a long time ago. I know they still sell sticky notes, but I'm not sure if it's the same number of sheets or not. So these are 3x3, and each sticky note pad has 50 sheets. So it came in a pack of 5 when I bought them, but I'm just using what I have in my stash, and I have a lot of these still. So I'll be using some double-sided pattern paper from the 6x6 spooky paper pad that I purchased from Echo Park. Double-sided paper is great for this project, but you can absolutely use single-sided paper if that's what you have. You will need 2 sheets of paper that measure 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 inches, and we'll be making those into envelopes. So 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 is the size paper you need to make an envelope for a 3x3 card, but we're going to score our envelopes to add a little like 1/4 inch spine so that the sticky notes will fit nicely inside. So I had recently made something very similar to this on my channel where I made these mini envelope flip books, I believe is what I called them. It's an idea that came from Lyric Lover Crafts here on YouTube, and I've always wanted to make like envelope covers for stationery items like notepads and notebooks, things like that. And it dawned on me that this mini envelope flip book would be perfect for it. So I'll have my video where I do the tutorial of how to make the envelope flip books in my description box too. It's basically the same steps. I'm just making smaller envelopes for this project, and we're going to be making some adjustments to create a refillable pocket for the sticky note pad. So once I decide which envelope I want to be like the cover and the back side, or on top and on the bottom if you will, I then score each envelope. So the easiest way I found to do this step is to just line up that top folding score line on the envelope with any score line on your scoreboard. So I think I have mine at 4 inches. And once you have it lined up, then you just want to make a score line 1/4 inch to the right of that score line that's already there on the envelope. And you're going to do this to both envelopes, and it's going to give these little envelope booklets a 1/4 inch spine. So for this particular one I'm making on screen, I actually score the top or the first envelope at 3/8 inches instead of 1/4 inches, but ultimately I prefer the 1/4 of an inch. So for the bottom envelope, and by that I mean when you open like this envelope booklet vertically, the envelope that is on the bottom, you just need to add adhesive along like those left and right sides of that bottom triangle flap to create your envelope. You're going to glue it down, and then you want to cover the top triangle flap with adhesive because that part will actually get glued down to our other envelope. And just make sure not to go past that 1/4 inch score line that we just made there. Now for the top envelope, so this is where our sticky note pad is going to go. So we need to make some quick adjustments to these side flaps of the envelope in order to slide our sticky note pad in. So I don't measure this, but you want to make a cut about like 1/3 down each of those side flaps, and go up to the score line, and then you're going to cut up along that score line to the top of the envelope to remove those pieces, as you'll see me do here. I hope that makes sense. Then you're going to add adhesive to the bottom triangle flap, like the left and right edges, and glue it down like you normally would to make the envelope. And now, though, we have this nice pocket to be able to slide in our sticky notepad. So now we're gonna attach these envelopes together. So you're gonna glue the top envelope flap of the bottom envelope, so the one that we already covered in adhesive, to the back side of the top envelope, as you'll see me do here. So now our cute little envelope booklet is assembled, and whatever you want to do from here is up to you now. I didn't add any extra embellishments, but you of course can, jazz these up. I did add a Velcro closure to this one. You could also like tie around some ribbon or twine. I did that for another one I made. But how cute is this? You can also make a 3x3 card and add it to the bottom envelope inside, and give it as a little gift to someone. So here are the 3 envelope sticky note pads I made. I had a little bit of trial and error while I was making these, so each one is slightly different. One has like a 3/8 inch spine on the top rather than a 1/4 inch spine. One I like completely messed up on like my cuts, and so the sticky note pad is just glued to the paper and it doesn't have a pocket at all. One I use like ribbon instead of a Velcro closure. But yeah, all are so cute. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this idea, and I hope you've been enjoying my Halloween in June series. I'll have my Halloween in June playlist linked in my description box. But stay cozy, and I'll see you soon for the next one. Bye.